in an effort to get anything on Vice President Kamala Harris to disqualify her from being a presidential nominee. There is now another thing being shared around by some people on social media, and specifically right-wing Trump supporters, that says Kamala Harris's mother may have misfilled out her immigration forms, and somehow that keeps her from being president. Well, if that was the case, that would have been brought up 4 years ago when Joe Biden went to pick her to be his running mate, and they wouldn't have picked Vice President Kamala Harris to be the vice president, because Joe Biden knows that at any point in time, if something would have happened to him, she would have to become president, and if he picked somebody who was ineligible, that wouldn't work. Besides, the Constitution specifically says if you are ineligible to be president, you are also ineligible to be vice president. So it's not a thing. But beyond that, does it really matter? No. Why? Because the immigration form was filled out before Kamala Harris's sister was born, which makes the form correct, saying that she only had one child at the time. Now, I don't know whether or not that was filled out before she actually got her immigration. I know it was filled out before she got her immigration status. I don't know if Kamala Harris's sister was born before the immigration process was complete. But that doesn't matter. It was correct at the time it was filled out. It still doesn't matter. Vice President Kamala Harris was born here. That makes her a citizen. End of story. She has birthright citizenship. But they have nothing. They have nothing to run on against her. So they're trying to make these things up and make these rules up that for some reason why she can't be president, because they want to smear her or something, because they need something to explain away the fact that she is going to beat Donald Trump in November, and beat him by margins we haven't seen for a while. Potentially, I don't think it'll be quite as big as Reagan's second term, but it probably would be at least as big as maybe the Obamas. It's going to be a big win. I definitely predict a wider margin than what Joe Biden won by in the popular vote, and probably by even more electoral votes than what Joe Biden won by. So don't get lost in the hype. They're just reaching for anything, and this form doesn't really matter, doesn't change anything. It's just more of them looking for whatever they can and hoping anything or anything at all can stick, because they've got nothing.